And I know, Secretary Rollins, you've done a lot with RFK about the dyes and making sure things they don't have in Europe, to take Dr. Carson's point there, and make sure we don't have them here. But let's talk about what you're working on today, Secretary Rollins, because there's now an improvement to the SNAP program. So more healthy items for stores. I mean, you say this is common sense. It truly is, but even more. I mean, this is people who depend on SNAP for healthy food. We know the CDC says there's a obesity epidemic. 1 in 5 children have obesity. This has to stop.
Well, that's right. And can I just say, is there anyone greater in the world than Dr. Ben Carson? I mean, what a great American hero, a true story. What an honor to have him join President Trump, our administration. We'll be working together alongside Bobby Kennedy. He's going to really be such a game changer for this Make America Healthy Again movement. And as we've talked about, farmers and agriculture are at the center of all of it. But you have just an incredible person like Dr. Carson. So, yes, today, together, we announced the next phase of Making America Healthy Again, and that is changes to the SNAP program, the how we stock, how the retailers that accept the funds from the families using it, how they are now going to be required to stock more healthy items from 12 to 28. So more than doubling the options for the families that use the SNAP program, who of course are the most vulnerable families, Dr. Carson, that you and I have been working for a long time. So as an example, right now, you've got to have 2 proteins, which can be beef jerky and protein bars. Well, now, under these new standards, you have to include eggs, turkey, ham, etc., milk, cheese, all of those things that are so important for a good diet that many of people in our country don't even have the access to. So today is a really big day in Making America Healthy Again, announcing Dr. Carson as the National Nutrition Advisor, but so many more announcements to come, and the work has really just begun.
It has, and we've seen tremendous headlines just in the short few months that President Trump and your administration here has actually taken over the reins. People are going to feel a lot more empowered. I think that's something that's been lost, and Americans truly want, is to feel that they have a system that's not broken, that works for them, not sick care system, but real, true health care. You know, Dr. Carson, I just want to say you were incredible. Also, Sunday, I was there at the memorial service as we reflected on Charlie Kirk's incredible legacy and the powerful words by Erica. You know, we're at a real turning point, some say, in our nation, and there is hope for the future. What you're working on for American families, but also for our spirits as well. Dr. Carson.
We're looking at the entirety of a person's well-being. Mental, spiritual, everything. And because that's what leads to real health. And I think we have a president and an administration that really cares about that. Not putting the almighty dollar first, but putting the good of our citizens first. And I think it's going to make a big difference.
Well, and Charlie, if I could just say very quickly, we were both very close to him for a long time. Both of us, I think, there from almost the beginning when he was 18. Charlie would have loved this. He was such a big believer in MAHA and Making America Healthy Again. He was one of the drivers in bringing Bobby Kennedy into our world, which has, I think, changed everything. And so I think Charlie's smiling down on us right now, thinking about his family, his young children, and what we need to do to continue the fight to make America great again, but truly to save America and the great American experiment. So I'm proud today for a lot of reasons, Dr. Carson, but obviously carrying on Charlie's legacy as well.
Thank you, Secretary Rollins. I know Bobby got a huge roaring applause when he took to the stage. And thank you for what you're doing for American farmers. And I think we know that big food and big pharma have been put on notice. And we thank you both for joining us today. I hope you come back and talk to us and keep us updated on all these initiatives that are really going to help families and some of the young, vulnerable children who need to get their health on track. Thank you both.
Thanks, Bianca. Have a great day. Thank you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.